Hey, Tyson Mutrux here, the Mutrux Firm Injury Lawyers. And today we're going to talk about trial. All right, so you've made the decision to go to trial, and we're going to talk about who's going to be in the courtroom with you. The first thing that you need to know is that trials are open to the public. Okay, so anybody can go into the courtroom and watch the trial. Anybody. News media, friends, family, people you don't like, enemies, those people can be in the courtroom. Okay, so, and there's really very little we can do to limit that. All right, so just know it's open to the public. But who's realistically going to be there? If it's a high-profile case, then yes, the media will be there. However, it's unlikely they would be there otherwise. It's not very common, unless it's a criminal case, for a reporter to be sitting in the courtroom taking notes. Does it happen? Yes, but it's extremely rare. Most likely, who's going to be in there in the courtroom with you? The lawyer, so me, if I'm your lawyer. If I'm not your lawyer, then your lawyer. The defense counsel, all right, they're going to be there, so they represent the defendant, unless for some odd reason the defendant is pro se representing themselves. The defendant will usually be there. The exception would be is if it's a company, usually they don't want to have an empty chair. That's what we call it. It's an empty chair whenever they don't have the defendant there, so they'll have some sort of representative there. It could just be a receptionist. It might be the CEO. It's whoever they choose to put in that chair. If it's an individual, that person is normally there sitting in that chair. It's very rare to have an empty chair. There will also obviously be the judge is there. Court reporter is there. You'll see a court clerk. And so the court reporter is the one that's the stenographer taking down the notes. Sometimes it's also recorded via audio, very rarely video. But at a bare minimum, they'll have someone actually typing. And then you'll have the court clerk. Court clerk think of them as the assistant to the judge. They do a lot of the administrative work in the courtroom. And then you'll also have a bailiff. Most of the time you'll see the bailiff. The bailiff will have a gun. They're dressed like like you'd think a detective would dress. All right, so they're wearing a suit. They'll have a firearm on their side as well. And then you'll have the jury panel. So initially during the jury trial or during the jury selection phase, you'll have as many as 70-something people sitting in the courtroom being asked questions and trying to get on the jury. And then once we pick the jury, you'll have a jury of 12, so 12 of your peers, plus between 1 and 3 alternates, depending on how many the judge chooses. So that's who will be in the courtroom. In most situations, it's very rare that those who I just listed would not be in the courtroom. So if you have any questions about that, give us a call, 888-550-4026. Check out our YouTube channel, Mutrux Firm Injury Lawyers. We have a lot of explainer videos there. And then like us on Facebook. At Facebook, we share a lot of different things every single day. Some of them are fun, some of them are more serious, but we share them every single day. So hopefully you'll like us there. Make it a great day out there. We'll see you.